Hi, my name is Chrish Kresge, and I'm a Feldenkrais practitioner. You can learn more about Feldenkrais by going to feldenkrais.com or my website, chrishkresge.com, and you'll see that later on. I'd like to give you a few tips, very small things that you could do to help you shift your state after you've been working with a client and you're feeling like, wow, here comes another one, and I've only got 5 or 6 minutes. In this case, maybe just a couple of minutes. So here we go. The first one is going to be called octopus or bell hand. And all you're going to do is take your dominant hand and bring it either in front of you or anywhere you like. I'm going to do it for the sake of the recording. I'm going to do it right in front of my face. But you're going to take your thumb and all 4 fingers and simply bring them towards each other and away, so that the pads of the 4 fingers and the thumb meet each other and come away. You're not trying to clench, you're not trying to overstretch, you're simply opening and closing. And you're going to do this to the inhalation and the exhalation. So let's do it together, all right? Just sit comfortably. You can stand, of course, but we're going to sit for now. So simply bring your fingers apart and see that there's an even distribution of effort so that no place works harder than any other place. The pads of all 4 fingers come to the pad of the thumb, and then they go away again. And you make it so that the fleshy part of your palm retracts a little bit and the finger comes together. And then you reveal the fleshy part as the fingers separate. As you do that, maybe it's good to exhale as you close and to inhale as you open. What you're trying to do is to calm the nervous system, recruit the parasympathetic nervous system, and generally have a distribution of effort. And because the hand, especially your dominant hand, has such a large representation on the brain, this immediately generalizes to a feeling of ease and calm and relaxation throughout the whole body. If you add the breathing to it, it obviously enhances and compounds the movement and the effect. And then bring your hand to your lap and rest for a moment. And just close your eyes and try to sense if you can feel the memory of what you just did. And perhaps you even feel in your shoulder, the dominant shoulder, and the arm, just a feeling of softness. Now, we only did this for about a minute, but you can probably already feel that something has shifted in how you're sensing yourself, how you're breathing. So it's a small, apparently tip, but it's absolutely huge. So that's tip number 1. Take a soft breath. Let it go. And now please come and stand. And stand in such a way that you're simply standing and sensing yourself. And feel the contact of your feet. Feel the length of your arms. Notice where your eyes look. Soften your knees ever so slightly, so don't hyperextend. Soften your belly a little bit. And now bring your attention to your hands and your arms and think about the inner edges of your arms from the armpit down to the fingertips. The inner edges of the arms. So simply begin to source a movement of bending the fingers backwards just a little bit to come away with the arms and come back. The smaller the movement, the better. And you're simply thinking that the movement originates from the armpit. You lengthen, you bend the fingers backwards, and you come back. Allow yourself to breathe whichever way makes sense for you. Again, feeling there's a lengthening of the inner edges of the arms, and it really takes you out of all the things you've been doing for the past maybe 40, 45 minutes of grasping and needing and using your power. And now you're simply taking yourself out of this pattern, out of this strong movement into something else completely different. And you can see that I'm amplifying it gradually. And I'm thinking always of lengthening the inner edges of the arms, sourcing the movement from my armpits. And again, the palms are facing down at this point, And then they start facing the wall on either side of me. So that as if I'm painting a stripe coming up the wall on the left and the right side of me and coming back down. Feel that you don't relax the fingers until the very end. So it's a kind of a gradual bending of the fingers backwards. That includes the fingers and the thumbs. And you stay in this plane. Don't bring them forward, don't bring them backward. And breathe and go even more slowly. Bending the fingers backwards, separating now the hands and arms away. Breathing, sensing the lengthening. And see if you can feel you're actually getting a little bit taller here. Even as you're grounding the feet, sense that your spine lengthens up and out. The more you actually feel this lengthening of the arms, the more you can feel the grounding and the top of the head maybe getting just a little bit closer to the ceiling. Just in your thinking. Back. Take a moment, let the arms hang. See if there's already a little bit of a different feeling. Let's go again. And bend the fingers backwards. Separate the arms away from each other. Think of the wall on the left and right side of the room. Start painting stripes up, slowly bending the fingers backwards, rising your arms a little bit higher now, but nothing that would cause you to feel any strain. So it doesn't matter how far you go. You can go all the way up if you like, but you don't need to. Each time you start again, lengthening the inner edges of the arms, bending the fingers backwards, coming up, rising, allowing yourself to be more grounded and yet also feeling a little bit taller as you come up. The fingertips could meet at the top and gradually, evenly come back down again. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Try not to grip the toes. And now just stand and sense. How straight are you standing now? The Feldenkrais method can be done for 5 minutes, 1 hour, 20 minutes. And no matter what you do, you're always getting the brain's attention. So it's about neuroplasticity, it's about smooth and coordinated movement, and about distributing the effort so that no place works harder than any other place. And this, I think, for all of us is really important, whether massage therapists or we teach anything else, that we don't want there not to be an even distribution of effort. So please get curious about Feldenkrais, go to feldenkrais.com and learn more. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching.